How you doing today? We about to do advanced tutorial on retouching. I wouldn't say it's superly advanced, but you'll be able to make a couple bucks. First thing we want to make sure, first of all, I want to give a shout out to my friend Brocom Chad, Brocom Studios from Brocom Studios. He submitted this pic to me for me to use for my tutorial, and I definitely appreciate that. Make sure you check him out at popaflop.com. I have more information on how to contact this guy in case you might want to use him photography in the description. So this is an excellent picture, by the way. Excellent picture. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to see what we're looking at. See what we're looking at, and I'll zoom in by holding Control or Command plus and minus. And first thing I want to do is drag this down a hair, and because I always make a duplicate of the picture, so in case I mess up, I won't be out of luck. So I use space to pull up. So we're going to take a look at what we're looking at. Okay, first thing I want to do is grab my best friend in the whole wide world, and that'll be the Spy Healing Brush. No, I ain't going to grab it. I'm going to grab the patch first, and that's on source, as you can see. And we're going to get in here and see what we can fix up as much as we can. I'm going to grab this, and you want to click and make sure you select it in and pull it to a nice clean section. Got that. Grab another one. Pull that to a nice clean section. That's cool. Get right here. This could be a time-consuming process, I might add. You got people that take shortcut, Control D to stop the selected area, and I'm gonna move over here. Grab this. Drag it right here. That's cool. Grab this. Drag it. More tone of a nose. What you want to do is always make sure that you grab it from a section that's relative to it, closer area. So when it's sample it'll sample something from it, and you get it. You don't want to pull it from nowhere that's like a darker or a lighter tone of her face, because it's not going to come out looking too good. So if I'm cleaning up all this part right here, you want to make sure you zoomed in too, so you don't pull no extra. Parts out. Get up here. Forehead, get from right here, and you start to see it's starting to come out phenomenal. And you just basically want to get all these. That was a bad circle, but I'm gonna have to go back over it and get it. And this takes a lot of practice. It's not something that you just drag and you could actually pull the wrong way. So Control D, by turning this layer on, we can see transition. See that? Wow, that's great, ain't it? We just switched it up. So as we actually could pull back, you see what more we can attack. Most of the time you don't want to take too much out of it. So I'm gonna grab this one and grab this one, and I'll be going to the left with it. Grab this one, and I'll be going to the left with it, and grab this one. I'll be going down with it. This one I'll be going to the right with it. It's just not you just got to see like the specific area, the specific tones. But in the meantime, I'm going to go over this. I'm going to pause this for a second, and then I'm going to come back when I pretty much got it done. Alright, now we back. And one thing that I actually did is that I don't want to destroy, I'm going to call this layer patch. I actually don't want to destroy all the texture details, so I actually want to keep some things to still keep it a natural feel. Like I can make sure I get every little wrong detail in this image, but that's when you tend to see a person out in public and you be like, wow, like Photoshop is a motherfucker. And I actually don't want to actually do that. So you can see the transition I made right here, and is at different levels. Hold up. I move that joint back. So, alright, so I did a little touch up around here. You can see moves a little bit of blemish, not too much. So when I go off to the next step, and you can see up in here, also I made a couple adjustments. So I just actually moved a lot of that bumps that was around her eye area. Now, one thing we're gonna also touch, I'm gonna drag and drop this down here and create another layer, and I want to call this liquefy. This is like a critical stage, so you got to make sure this is done right. So let me read. Just want to straighten this up a little bit. So it doesn't look all bad. And okay. Alright, so now I'm starting to bring it fuller in, so that's awesome. Now that I got that down, so we can turn the patch off. So now you can see the transition, made our lips fuller, made our eyes a little bit more open. So what I want to do is drag this down here, and I want to call this skin mesh. This is super process. There's really no way of getting around this, so here we go. Where's the stylize? Blur. You would think that since I use this a lot, I would know where everything is. Okay. So now that I had that, now what you want to actually do, I should have did this a different way. And now for the hard part, is where I go in and actually go against all and bring back detail from the image. Definitely make sure you want to preserve her eyes and all these tones. So you got to be in there so you can get all great detail. Some people use markers to go against it and get the actual good detail, so they know what points to erase the points. So, but you ain't gotta be too perfect on this. You just make sure you wanna preserve all the detail. What I'm doing now, actually. Alright, so I'm going to actually stop this because it's going to take me forever. So when I come back, it's pretty much going to be done. So the only thing you see me is just erasing it off and getting all the good detail back. Alright, so now finally after I did all that, I done basically touched the skin up, picture looking wonderful, and now let's start to do more things to bring this picture back to life. So first thing I'm going to do is hit hold shift and Control to put all these together and call that the skin mesh. So now we starting to see that it keeps a natural feel throughout the picture. So we're gonna rock with that. And next thing I want to do is create a new layer and call this high pass. And while me doing that, I'm gonna come up here and go to other high pass. And basically what I want to make sure I preserve is a lot of the details. So you want to keep this between 1.5 and 2.5. So I'm going to go with 2.5. And you want to set this to a very linear light, hard light, soft light. And I believe soft light will basically work for me. So now that I got soft light, I want to hit control. Might want to drop this down a little teeny bit. This high pass, a little teeny bit. Still, I'm gonna make sure I keep the detail. And so now her skin is actually smooth. I brought out more of her tones, and I'm gonna put this at 50. And I'm gonna hit high pass. So now we got the high pass on it, and so basically we see the transition that was made. So this is where you would actually want to do it, where you keep everything in order and everything is whatchamacallit. So last but not least, I want to add on this joint is a little bit saturated, so pointer tool and bring out a little bit more vivid on the color. Yeah, that's looking excellent. So 30% on the color, maybe 25, and let's bring out more vivid on the image. Seems like 25 a little too much, so if I try to keep it at 23, that's cool, and might want to adjust the levels a little bit. So there you have it. You can merge all these three with high pass, so you can see the transition made. So we went from this to this. The skin is actually more. Maybe let me move it in a little bit so you can see the transitions. But just take note on how long is this getting. Just take note on her skin and everything, and take note now. Now it's more fuller. Yeah, and more vivid color. So there's a couple things I kept. I kept this because I just didn't want to make it too exact perfect. So basically you keep nice vivid tones of the image, and that's how you call it. So now it's a nice vivid tone. She got nice color tone, and it's an excellent picture. One more thing I need to add. you know how I feel about y'all looking on my computer, so I'll be right back. Let me pause this real quick. Yo, I almost couldn't find my man Chad logo. I didn't really want to call him, bugging him about that, but I was about to, because I want to definitely give my man his credit. So I'm just going to take his logo that I found off the social networks and try to make it somewhat usable as a stamp on the picture. So, alright, so I ain't gonna mess with that. So I'm just gonna leave it as that, and that pretty much should work out. So, basically what I'm gonna do is just bring my man Chad logo, this joint, and cancel that out and put this in the corner. This picture is awesome. Drop the opacity on that a little teeny bit, right like a 75. Yeah, I mean, and gotta go get one more logo, which is fine. Hold up, I'll be right back. Alright, so now I'm back and got my little retouch stamp. Nothing major, so I'm just gonna set it right here. And you see my opacity already dropped down to 75, so there you have it. I'm probably gonna add some additional things, but pretty much just cover the shot. So, you know what I mean, keep it moving, people. See you later.